Put your hands together for the youngest presenter in Elevate Daytona Beach history, Alexander Anderson.
Hey, are you guys sure that I'm supposed to be out here? I look pretty young for this. I am? Okay. Good evening, Elevate Daytona! Welcome back from the intermission. We have 6 more wonderful speakers left, myself included, tonight for your viewing pleasure. Are you guys feeling inspired? Well, I hope that we continue to do so tonight. Now, I'd like to introduce to you maybe a new concept, maybe something you've lightly thought about. How much are we valuing youth in internships and volunteering? How much are we preparing them for their future? Today, I want to tell you the answer is not enough. Now, if it's not clear already, I'm pretty young. At 15, my entire lifetime is shorter than some careers in this very room. And I am not alone. There are millions of teenagers all across the world, restless with drive, having ideas bound to change history. And yet, I am the only teenager here today with a seat at the table. It wasn't easy to get here either. I was restless in my search. Leaving no stone unturned, I went through every nook and cranny of Volusia County. Shops, law firms, psychologists, anyone who would help me kickstart the potential I'd always been told I had. But I found myself rejected from every opportunity, regardless of qualification, regardless of regulation, solely on the basis of being too young. When I asked why my age was a factor, I was told the dreaded words, "You'll understand later, when you're older." You know, I never understood this. We read all these stories of kids getting into Harvard as teenagers or making some world-changing invention before their voice drops, and we stay amazed at them. But we seem to forget that not every teenager gets that chance to show the world what they can do early. So I come to you today with a proposition. What if instead of engaging in a system where us teens are forced to earn our worthiness to learn, we give teens a space to discover a passion? Now, I don't suggest making your kids CEOs or anything like that, especially when you're not going to trust some of them with your own cars. Instead, we must find a calling for the youth, and we must find it together. We must give them that stepping stone. I understand that time, money, and resources are not endless. They never will be. But we cannot stop at the face of this single roadblock. We cannot make excuses that promote sloth simply in favor of doing something easier. No, there is always something that can be done. Take a slow day to review a student's research paper, answer questions. Anything helps. Share your story with us, because we do not need an idealization of your field to learn. We need to be heard. We need to be seen, and we need to be understood. With simple gestures, you are laying a foundation, an unbreakable one, a sapling from which a giant tree will grow, where we will pass our institutional knowledge on to future generations. And when that time comes, we will remember how we were given a chance to shape the world that we inherited. Time moves fast. For some, it's moved faster than it ever has these past couple years. But we youth know this speed. We live in it. We thrive in it. And we can help you thrive in it too. When the experience of the former and the boldness of the new come together, do you know what incredible things become not only possible, but real? Progress, evolution, and change. Change through chances. Anecdotally, I've experienced these letdowns very frequently recently. As recently as 2 weeks ago, I was rejected from a job at Culver's because I don't have my driver's license. But in my March trip to the Florida State Science and Engineering Fair, I found myself surrounded by more than just brilliant ideas, brilliant actions. Thousands of kids had labored for months in 13 different fields just to have a chance to work with university professors. Do you know how many left with work with university professors? 2. Thousands left dejected, and I was one of them. But I do not blame the competition. I do not blame the competitors. I blame a system where youth opportunity is looked at as a lottery instead of a ladder. I blame a system where we think that experience, that being old is an end-all be-all, that you have to be a certain age to do something, regardless of regulation. No, this is not fair, and we have the resources to change it. So why don't we? Elevate Daytona Beach, it is no coincidence that I stand before you today as the youngest speaker in Elevate Daytona history. I come with a mission. I come to emphasize that youth opportunity should not be a miracle. It should be a minimum. The future is in your hands, folks. Will you pull out a seat at the table for us youth? And before you answer that, please remember, I am not here because I had all the answers. I am not here because I am some prodigy. I am here because Elevate Daytona Beach finally told me yes. Thank you.